so it's actually getting a little darker in here, so I have my light on now, this one. It attaches. It's actually really cool. It's elastic. Oh, that's not the word. It's magnetic. So much elastic in this project. So it's magnetic. It just sits wherever I need it to. That's not magnet. There we go. On my machine, so I have it behind. We're just going to do that so I can see while I'm showing you. That is not elastic. Okay, so skip the top, skip the side seams. We're not going to do those yet till we have the straps, which we haven't done yet. I'm going to start with the leg to show you. We're just going to top stitch it. So, I actually like to sew from the inside, but you have to make sure that your fingers are rolling it out like this. So again, start from the underseam at the very bottom, fold it in, so just fold the elastic over, and make sure you're pushing that fabric out so that it doesn't get caught and all gross. I'm just going to use white so that you can see. It might show up on this side, but it shouldn't be too bad on this side. So we're just going to top stitch it close to the edge of where we stitched it. So that's about ½ inch, so it would be about 3/8 to ½ inch away, depending on what elastic you used. Just slightly stretch it while you're sewing it. And make sure, you can feel that you're also pulling this side out so that, there we go, so that you can't, so this is a nice clean thing. There, and then just go over the seam that you already did, and then that way you don't have to do a back stitch. It just automatically catches the same stitch. What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay. What the heck? Something's going on with my bobbin. Let's check it out. We're gonna cut that out. These ones go clockwise. Jukies go clockwise. Oh, we're just gonna catch that real quick. You get to see me thread my bobbin. There. Ta-da! And then you push those to the back. You can always cut those later. I'm gonna grab my scissors. Cut off that little edge. See, I actually could have used a bigger seam stitch length. I think this is a little tight. I'm actually gonna just change it. No one's gonna see this. I might not even wear this one, but we're gonna go with a bigger stitch length because that's a little tight. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So there's top stitched. See, as long as you're pushing it back, you won't get all that puckering. If you see it right now pucker, that's okay, because when you're wearing it, it'll actually be like this on you, so you won't even see that. It's gonna catch. That's why you don't do any around the front though. It would look so weird. You don't want it to look like that. Like you're wearing like a baby diaper or something. You know, unless that's what you're going for. If that's what you're looking for, then be my guest. We're gonna sew the other side, pulling this so that it creates a nice line over there. I made my stitch length a little bit longer. Again, this just catches the elastic in. Whoops, I totally messed that one up. Okay, cool. I will show you how to fix that in a minute. Sweet, so you screwed up. That's great, because everybody does. Now we're gonna fix it. Oops. Ah. Okay. See that pretty little, ooh, gosh, don't look at that. Okay. We totally didn't even catch the elastic right there. Just totally messed up. Let me see if I can find my seam ripper. My golden Rippy one's actually upstairs. So I'm not gonna do that. But I am going to rip this out. Come on, you little bugger. Okay. To about, let's see, right there. If you just do the two sides where you messed up, you actually don't have to do the whole thing. You can just pull it out. See? Ta-da! That's like the quickest seam rip ever, right? Gotten pretty good at it. Okay, we're gonna stitch right back over it. Catch the other seam. And you don't even have to do back stitching. It won't come undone. It tacks it down. Catch the other seam. Boom, you're done. So if you screw up, no biggie. Nobody will see it. Unless they're staring really closely, in that way, get a restraining order because it shouldn't be that close to your stitching. Okay. This, minus that one right there. This was it. And then, see that? You won't actually, because that's the back part, you won't even notice that because it's supposed to hug your bottom. So it will actually be stretched when you're wearing it. So those little puckers only show up when it's not on you. When it's on you, you won't even see that at all. So we're going to top stitch the back part right there and this little part right here, and then we're going to leave the other two, and then we'll make the straps real quick. So let's top stitch the little loop and the back. I mean, I say top stitch, but I'm doing it upside down. And then repeat on the other side. Turn it under. Okay, and then the back, see that part that said back? You won't even see that because we're going to turn that under now. Don't worry if there's elastic hanging off. We cut that off in a minute, so you're not going to see that. A lot of this is just extra steps that you don't have to do at all. So like cutting it off right now, don't do that. Just stitch this down. If they overlap a little, it's fine. It depends on what elastic you picked. Okay, so we're going to go, and now you can cut that off right there. Nope, cut it off. And then we're going to cut the other side off. Right there. Right there, boom. Just toss that off to the side. Okay, we're going to go make the straps, and then we'll come back and we'll add them, and then we're done. See, it's pretty easy. We are making the straps now, and we are being lazy. You don't have to pre-cut the elastic at all. Okay, so these I'm using are the regular straps. There's a strap cutting guide on your pattern and it will say what you need to pick. So I cut out the regular straps. I cut 2 because we'll retie them in the back. Basically I just cut them the whole length or the width of the fabric, and then I just cut them down to the size that I needed. It's pretty easy that way. You can cut these out first before you cut everything else. Anyway, so then fold them in half, right sides together, so darker sides together so you don't see the print. And then you're going to put the elastic right on top. And you're going to sew this and catch the elastic in it. And then when you turn it inside out, the elastic will be encased all nice and pretty. So if you're wondering, just kind of, it's going to have like about 1/4 to 1/2 inch seam allowance. But you're just trying to put the elastic on top and catch it. And that's what you're going to do the entire length. You can actually just sew it straight in the middle if you want. Doesn't have to be pretty at all. It will be totally functional and work. So just kind of catch this right there. Let's see. And then we're going to repeat this for the second one also. You can pin this if you want. I don't like pinning. I think it's an extra step that you don't have to do. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes you can pin. This, you don't need to. Okay, so we're not really stretching it that much. You don't really have to stretch this like at all. See, otherwise it'll pucker weird. So don't really stretch this. I mean, it will have enough. It'll have enough stretch later, so you don't have to worry about that. You can stretch both of them slightly while you're sewing if you're worried. But we're also going to top stitch them. So you know what? I am going to pin this just a little bit because it's so skinny. It's giving me trouble. There we go. Just catch it. Anyway, so you're going to repeat this for both straps. And then you're going to put them inside out. Oh, you're going to cut off the extra once you get to the bottom. And you finish, just cut it off and then repeat this for the other one. And then you're going to turn this inside out and then we'll top stitch it. And I will show you how to top stitch it after we finish sewing this and this one. We're stitching the straps. So after you made the straps like this, you can top stitch it if you want. I'm not going to. What you're going to do is sew the underarm seam on both sides right here. We'll just sew that down both sides, and then the top, the edge where the shoulder is, you'll just stitch that under a little bit. And we're actually gonna take this and the back edge, the seam of it, we'll go there and we'll fold it over. And we're gonna catch it. Now this is a little different than the pattern says, so don't do that. Now you're going to take it in both sides. So you're gonna take the, you're gonna put this over there and you're going to pin that one in and you're gonna stitch all the way around. So you'll have both of your straps and you'll stitch around the top and that will finish the straps. And then once you've done those, we're also going to do the back loops. So clean off the elastic And you're just gonna fold these under about an inch, or depending how thick your straps are, maybe a little bit more. And then you're gonna top stitch it close to the edge, and that will make the little loops. Oh, there goes my thread. Okay, so if you have wider straps, like the 1 inch, then you'll probably fold this over about 1.5 inches to about there to make the loops. I picked the regular straps, so I only have to fold them under about 1/2 inch because the straps are only about 1/4 inch. And so, actually, let me see this thing is. So it really depends on which straps you picked, and I think it says in there how much you're gonna fold under, but otherwise just make sure, make sure that your strap will fit in there. So I'm only folding it over 1 inch, but if I had thicker straps, then I would obviously fold it over a little bit more. So about 1 inch, and then make sure you tack this down really good. So, whoops, why is it going backwards? There we go. So that, and then you're gonna do that to, that did not catch it at all. You're gonna do that to all 4 little back straps. Okay, I'm going to fix this and I will show it to you after I sew this. So fold these under 1 inch if you're doing the regular. Okay, because there's 2 in the back on each side. You'll just fold them over there. And then we will just top stitch those really close. So there's 4 in the back. And you've also sewn your top strap to the tops of the shoulder seam. And then after you're done that, all you have to do is just zigzag them through. If you look on your page, it actually shows you just how to zigzag it. And then try it on, make the bow, tie the little bow, and then these will actually be longer than the picture. They'll actually come probably down a little bit further, and then you just tie a little knot where you like it, and then you just cut it off right there. So try it on first, make your bow, tie it as tight as you want it, and then you can just cut off the straps where you want. I think about, you know, hips, where the hips hit, because this is about the longest point, I mean the widest point. Not, you don't want them like too long because they'll get caught on things, but just a little bit longer than here, you know, your back right there. And then that's a good place to cut them off. So you're done basically. Good job following along. I'm so proud of you. Post pictures. This is the Maldives swimsuit. We are having a little contest, so if you post pictures during the sew along, then you will be entered into the little contest. So good job, keep going. I will show you what this looks like in 1 minute once I fix this real quick. Okay, so now you should have finished adding basically everything. Everything is done at this point. We sewed the straps on. We did all of the elastic. We did the leg elastic, we did the neck elastic, we did the back elastic, we did the little loops. We sew the loops under on both sides. So I'm going to flip it over real quick. We put the lining in, the shelf bra. We did the lining in the bottom. What you're going to do now is take the straps, put a little safety pin on it. They will be longer than you need them, the straps, so don't worry. And then you're going to zigzag it. So take one, it's like tying a shoelace. Take one and go across the way over here. Pull it through. And then you're going to take it and thread it to the next one, the bottom one, not the top one. And thread it through. You can make it all pretty if you want, make sure it goes the same way, see, like that. And then you're gonna take the other side, so that strap is done. And then you're gonna take the other strap and then you're going to thread it through this one, and then you're gonna thread it through the bottom one here, right there. And then once that's threaded through, you're gonna take them down here and you're gonna tie the bow and then try it on just to see how loose it is, because you might want to tighten it while you're wearing it. And then after you tie the bow and the then you cut it. So then if you're like, oh, I like the bow, you know, this big, like let's say I like the bow this big and I like, you know, this much hanging off, right there you're going to tie the knot wherever you like it, and then you're going to chop that off. So that will be here. So you're going to zigzag it through, tie the bow, and then you're going to figure out where you want to cut it. You're going to make a little knot and then chop it, and then it will be done. And then that is it, and that is the entire swimsuit. You can wear this, you can put this on, and you are finished. And so there are 3 different ways to line it. You can either have it partially lined like this, and you can have it with a bra, without a bra. You can have it, you know, just lined by itself, no bra. Then you wouldn't need this, the whole thing would be lined. You can add it with this and full lining, so you'll actually have 2, it'll be lined double in the front right there, just on the top part right there. Which I actually did on my first swimsuit, and I actually really liked it because the lining was really soft. But yeah, and that's it, and then you are done. You are literally done. Post pictures, tag us, let us see it. You'll be entered into the contest if we see your swimsuit, your Maldives swimsuit. So good luck. I am so proud of you. Good job. Yay!